You want to achieve something big in your life, but you are struggling to manage your time. If you're a college student, you have assignments to complete and exams to prepare. If you are looking for a job, you want to prepare for the job interview, or you want to start some side hustle maybe. It takes no time for us to decide what we want to achieve, but then we don't really do what we decide to. There's an feeling inside that keeps telling you that you can do it tomorrow. And that's okay if you relax for a while on Instagram, scroll to the web, or watch comedy videos on YouTube. While you keep procrastinating things for tomorrow, you end up wasting time today. And that tomorrow actually never arrives. So, in today's video, you will learn time management. But before that, it is important to address one main factor that often prevents us from managing our time effectively, and that is procrastination. More than 95% of people procrastinate. But why do we do so? Think about the things you procrastinate doing. For example, when you have to prepare for an exam or for a job interview, you procrastinate, right? But have you ever procrastinated while scrolling on Instagram or while watching a comedy video on YouTube? No. Even though in the end you feel guilty thinking, instead of scrolling, I should have completed my task by now. But still, this feeling of guilt can't prevent you from procrastinating. Let's understand the psychological reasons why our mind actually procrastinate. We procrastinate when it is something that requires a lot of physical, mental, or emotional effort and have no immediate reward. We tend to replace that task with something that is easier and have immediate reward. And that is known as so. It's better to reward yourself time to time if the task you are doing doesn't provide immediate reward. So, the next question is, how long will we keep procrastinating? Well, it depends on deadline. Even though we know a task is important, we often wait until the very last moment to start. Deadlines create that sense of urgency, but until then, procrastination feels like the easier option. Remember, our minds aren't lazy, they are just wired for survival. Suppose you have to make a presentation and it's due tomorrow. Even this morning, you will procrastinate and keep watching movies on Netflix. Now, you will need food so that you can get the energy to start. But after eating, you will feel laziness. You would want to set the mood to be productive. To do so, you'll start playing chess. Another hour wasted, and you start feeling tense and tired. So you think that it's better to take a shower, get freshened up before starting the work. And this is how hours passes by and day turns into night. And then an alarm goes off in your mind. You are left with only 11 hours. You need to finish it somehow. Now, when it is time to sleep, you start making the presentation. The same mind which was asking you to procrastinate till last morning will force you to stay awake the whole night and work on it till the last minute. But in college, at least we are given a deadline so that somehow we manage to complete our work by the end moment. But what happens in real life scenarios when there are no deadlines? In such cases, the procrastination may continue infinitely. And this is what Parkinson's law says. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So, whatever the task you do, you need to set the artificial deadlines that you must follow strictly. Otherwise, there is no end to procrastination. Wasting time in college means that you don't get good marks. These aren't crucial, but procrastinating later in life would mean the life full of regrets. Suppose if you had a dream of becoming filmmaker, but you never actually tried to make it happen. Now, in your late 80s, you'll feel pain of regret or pain of discipline. The choice is yours. Now that you know the biggest problems and how to overcome it, it's time to learn time management techniques. The daily highlight. Every day, you need to decide the task that will be the most important task of that day. No matter what else you do, but you must finish the daily highlight before going to bed. Completing this task before going to bed will not only boost your productivity, but will also increase your willpower. Time blocking. When you keep doing many things at the same time, like checking mail, making presentation, attending meetings, you keep shifting your focus from one task to another. Your mind completely loses the context. Our mind is not built for multitasking. That's why assign the complete blocks of time for tasks like 2 to 3 hours at once to avoid context switching. Win the week, not the day. This is a very big mistake most of the people make. In a single day, you want to do everything. You have to go to gym, you have to study, spend time with family, party with friends, watch Netflix. Come on, it can't be done in a single day. Whatever you have to achieve in a week, make a list of it and then try to win that week. Don't try to win every day because you only have 24 hours and it may not be possible. Some days you win, some days you lose, but you will still be good by balancing out your losing days with the winning week. Use a to-do list. You have heard it many times, but let me ask you a question. If someone sends you the email asking you to submit the presentation after 5 days, but right now you have a lot of other tasks to finish, how do you make sure that you won't forget that presentation? You will definitely mark that email as favorite or note it down somewhere. This is the natural reaction from your brain because brain is for having ideas, not holding them. So instead of keeping the tasks you need to finish in your brain, write them down on paper and make a to-do list. Eisenhower matrix. Now once you make the to-do list, it's time to categorize these tasks according to their importance and urgency. Here, most of the people get confused because important and urgent seem similar, but according to Eisenhower principle, they aren't. Urgent tasks require immediate action and they are time sensitive. For example, submitting an assignment with a deadline tomorrow, whereas important tasks contribute to your long term goals and they are essential for your growth. For example, doing exercise. Alright, now in the first quadrant, write those tasks that are both important and urgent, like studies for your exam, doing your assignment, or meeting with the client. In the second quadrant, write the tasks that are important but not urgent, like doing exercise. It is important for your health, but it's not urgent. Learning about finance, taxes, or investment. In the third quadrant, write those tasks that are urgent but not important, like checking mails, going into the events, or buying some grocery, etc. In the fourth quadrant, write those tasks that are neither urgent nor important, like watching Netflix, scrolling social media, watching TV. Now, in the first quadrant, these are the tasks that you will do immediately because they are urgent and important. In the second quadrant, these are the tasks that you will schedule to do them later. In the third quadrant, these are the tasks that you will try to spend less time yourself and try to delegate them to someone else. And finally, the tasks that are in the fourth quadrant, you will try to eliminate them. Now that you know the time management matrix system, you can say no to unnecessary tasks and can manage your time more effectively. See you next time. Until then, bye bye.